right, guys, welcome back. This is episode 6.
Hey, and
Get
we
to use 2 hands.
I know.
Get it fit in the screen. Episode 6.
Up in the mix.
Hey, before we get started, make sure that you like, comment, click subscribe, and make sure you get those notifications. Also, when you're on listening to audio, make sure that you give us a comment also. Even if you don't feel like typing, because sometimes I feel like antisocial typing also.
That's true.
Just give us 5 stars. If you want to give us less than that, please include why.
Yes. We accept all feedback.
Right.
Even if it's trash.
Right. Humbly. As we said last episode, we're going to be humble, but we know we ain't giving y'all no 2-star content. So, but if you would like to give us 2 stars, let us know why.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, how are you, friend, before we start?
Oh, I'm doing good. We're getting into the spring weather. So I'm starting to feel it because, summer babies over here. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yes.
I just want to be tan without having to mix colors together to appear that I'm tan. I want my ash to be not as noticeable. So yes.
Yeah, I can't wait until, y'all can see my summer color. So y'all can
finally believe her that she does get tan. I've seen it.
I'm telling y'all, I do.
It happens.
I do.
But yeah. What do you think? But it happens. So y'all about to see it. Timelines are about to blow up. We about to be outside for real.
Oh yeah.
Vaccinations by the time summer hits. If we're going to get it, it is what it is. We still going to be outside regardless.
I'm going outside. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not going to be like Miami outside like they were doing in that recent video that we saw.
Oh yes.
Floating around the shade room. But I'm going to be outside. Y'all getting these bathing suits.
Yeah.
Period.
And keep your comments to yourself.
No, hype us up, sis.
Keep negative comments to yourself. I'm not working out.
It's okay, friend. They seen you. It's fine.
You seen me. Now, when you see the bathing suit pics and it's from here to here, you know what happened. But it's okay. I was outside and I'm going to look tan in this area.
And that's all that matters.
All right. So today we have a different game. It's a little spicy. So we advise anybody that knows us from, diapers and up.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. Log off. Pause it. Walk away. Wash the dishes. Come back. We might be done. But this is a no judgment zone. It's safe here.
Yeah.
Judge your mom. But if this is mom, hey. Love you. You got grandkids, so you know. All right. So we're going to play Never Have I Ever. And we have, they're not sponsoring us. I'm going to turn it this way. But we have some assistance.
Water. It's just water.
She knows songs. I got liquids. So we're going to play Never Have I Ever. And basically, if we drink. If you want to elaborate, feel free.
Oh, okay.
It's just us in the room.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's fine.
And then we're going to keep it moving. So you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. So the first one's funny. Never have I ever slept with a coworker.
Oh. I mean, I kept mine. And also
legit.
I'm just saying, I think it's okay as long as you're not fraternizing. There's not we were peers.
Yeah.
So it was fine.
There was intent behind it before you even knew that there was intent.
Yeah. It was okay. Friends, huh?
And you have a whole life now thanks to that job.
Exactly. I was just supposed to be seasonal, just showing up
It was supposed to be seasonal coworkers.
Exactly.
And now it's life coworkers.
Exactly. So I'm not going to say that I advise it because the days that y'all are fighting, it's not. It's not great. Yeah. Okay. But you get through it. Okay. Just don't talk to them. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. I'm glad your story is different than others. Keep your jobs. Don't go
because we heard some stories.
Don't get fired for it.
Please don't.
Check your policy also, because if it says no
means no.
No means no. Off the clock.
It does.
Do it off the clock and don't let anybody know. Okay. What's the next one? Never have I ever peed in public. So I don't like porta potties. I don't like utilizing them. People have been in them. Before the pandemic, people are just nasty. I played softball. All you have to do is prop 2 doors open and pop a squat. I think that term was coined for a reason. It's easier for guys than girls, but it happened. Also, just on those drunken nights.
Yes, that's
where you're in between walking from bar to bar when outside was open. That's why you have friends, and you just learn to create a trust circle. You just do what you have to do and just make it happen.
I know. So, and that's the thing. And the other thing about porta potties is when you're short, sometimes some of those porta potties are high up.
Yes.
So if I cannot squat appropriately, I'm not doing
it
that
at all.
because that's disgusting.
Not doing it.
And also when you hit around last call, pro tip, make sure you use the restroom then, because like when you go to Philly and everything closes, the Wawa don't be trying to let you use the bathroom.
No.
Like, there's nowhere to go. So you do sometimes have to do what, but keep napkins in your bag. Mm-hmm. Summer's Eve makes some nice little
Honey Pot's black owned.
Yeah. Oh, look at Honey Pot.
Honey Pot's black owned.
They have the nice cleansing cloths, you know. So we're not completely gross.
No. we take the necessary steps. And I'm also that friend like, oh, you have pop a squat. I got you.
Do it.
I'm not just aim. Don't aim for my feet.
Yeah, watch my feet. Don't
go away. And we're not going to talk about this ever again. Or if you want to, you're going to bring it up. I'm going to be like, remember that time? It was really bad for all of us.
I would rather for you to pee outside than in my car, though.
Please don't
pee in my car. That's gross. Now that's when we got to reevaluate a friendship.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to pay for my detailing.
Because then, I always thought I probably should have kept like one of her training potty seats. Because it came with a little commode already. Exactly. And it's just like,
yeah.
Probably should have kept it.
We might have to.
Amazon Prime.
Don't try to take our
outside open. I tell you, one might be just staying in my trunk just because. I promise my liver we're going to make up for lost time.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm on board with that.
All right. So the next one, never have I ever dined and dashed. I thought about it. I never.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to do that.
No.
It's too far. Like that's too far.
Yeah.
Because the servers need their tips. They did a lot.
Model citizens.
I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us too. Look.
All right. Remember parents, log off. Never have I ever sent a naughty, I don't say naughty, a photo to someone.
Mm-hmm. So I thought that was the whole purpose of Snapchat. Is that what Snapchat's for? Isn't that what, like 24 hours? Like, kidding.
That's the smart thing to do. I never use Snapchat. That's the smart thing for Snapchat. Absolutely. Yeah. I use Snapchat to filter things to look right. So when I do send it,
yeah, filter too. I mean,
look good. But yeah, it has happened. But kids, don't try this at home.
Please.
The internet is forever.
The internet.
You better hope you trust that person. Matter of fact, Google Drive, you can access who can access it. Ooh. But then they can screenshot it.
Exactly.
Don't do it.
Don't do it
unless you trust that person 100%.
Yeah, and even then, it might get hairy.
Still drinking because oh my god.
Yeah, don't have your pictures floating around out here.
But see, with Snapchat, you could have saved it in the chat, and people still can screenshot it though.
But you get notified. I mean, they can, but you get notified.
Oh, when they save it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, then you go back. No, unsave that.
So the only.
Oh yeah, and then when they screenshot, they tell it.
It tells you. So actually, there is a way to take Snapchat photos and save them, but I can't be telling the world my secrets.
Offline, because I need how to protect.
So I'm just saying, don't think that nobody can save your photos because.
I think I haven't. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, and the last one: never have I ever hit a hickey with a turtleneck. Turtleneck makeup.
And I was about to say, because depending on where I was just like, I mean, I don't know what you want to do. Like, I'm sorry. I'm light skinned.
Right.
Sorry.
It's sad to say it wasn't in high school.
No.
As I got older, like, what are you doing? Like, why are we doing this? And then if you figure the timeline, turtlenecks just came back as looking good. Around that time frame, anybody wearing no turtleneck, so you already you made the block hot by doing it.
Exactly. That's probably the purpose. Don't be trying to mark your territory.
And you know we couldn't match no makeup. We still struggle.
We still don't know. We out here winging it, hoping like
yeah.
hoping that it looks okay. Huh? Yeah.
What you doing? Yeah.
Pop your collar.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So, guys, don't do any of these things that we said we have done. This was our younger life.
Yes.
Yep.
The old us.
A younger.
We don't do that anymore.
Sure don't.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
angel model citizens. Okay.
God, my life. What am I doing?
It's fine. It's
It's
not Sunday. You're allowed to tell white lies as long as it's not Sunday.
Last time we said that, stuff didn't go right. I did it. I own it. I repent it. Okay, so what's popping?
Whew.
A lot.
So much is popping. So let's start with the Grammy recap. We'll start off on a positive note.
Yes.
So the Carter family was out here killing it.
Mercy.
I can't believe Lil Blue done won a Grammy, youngest ever to do it.
Yep, as she should be.
Beyonce out here, what did they say, 28?
28
Grammys. So most ever. And we already know Jay-Z done won a plethora,
Right.
okay, of awards.
He's just making money selling art and parts of titles. So that whole family, my
It's
adoption
insane.
papers are in the mail. Help me.
Please.
Help me, you know.
Yeah.
Pay bills. So kudos to y'all. Yeah, well deserved. Because she was singing her little brown skin.
I know.
Like,
that is so
it was
cute.
an anthem for 2020.
Absolutely.
And the fact that at your age you got adults like, yes, brown skin girl, that's me.
Mhm.
You're an influencer at 9 and you deserve your award. So
Do it, Blue.
do it. And you're richer than any adult I know. So
You richer than me.
you
Okay.
congrats.
Not that we're haters or
No,
anything,
but adoption papers in the mail. All right, this next one. Cardi B and Candace Owens from the Grammys. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw the Grammys, but they did WAP, Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, which again was another anthem of the year.
Of course.
So the whole hater of Candace Owens and being the concubine that she is to the white man. I said that's it. She decided to publicly come out and like go on this whole tirade against Cardi, talking about, you know, kids are watching, you shouldn't. I'm sorry. Did Cardi have these kids?
I don't understand.
Is she old Mother Hubbard?
Correct.
With all these kids just sitting around? Like, I didn't realize that my child was one of her dependents.
Absolutely not.
It's my responsibility, I thought, to censor what my child sees.
And I feel like this is an age-old argument that we continue to have. Even think about when like Eminem was out and he used to talk about like how everyone tries to blame him for his lyrics, right? Like, so I just feel like as parents, it is our job to censor what our kids have access and listen to. In the 90s, I remember watching a movie and my parents being like, close your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Like, or didn't even tell you, it was just like,
yeah. So, or like we watch Friday. Friday has so much cussing, and my dad would be like, you know, we don't say those words, right?
Right.
And I'd be like, okay.
Right.
Except for on the
in
playground.
front of you. That's the thing. To you. You're right. No, we don't.
Yeah. It's our responsibility as the parents to make sure that we are putting the right things in front of our kids. And who said the Grammys was for children anyway? Help me understand.
That's what Kids' Choice is for. That's what Nickelodeon is for. I have never, ever thought like, oh, this is a good family moment. Let's sit down and watch it.
Correct.
Like, no, y'all know. I'm sure the Grammys and everybody who's a part of the committee knew what that song was.
Yep.
Why are you attacking Cardi B for it when she put the song out? It's your choice to listen to it. Why aren't you coming at the Grammys? Why aren't you atting the Grammys?
I agree. And right. If you have a problem with the performance, don't have a problem with the institution that allowed the performance. Don't just come at Cardi and Meg as artists. And honestly, hop off of Cardi's. Okay, because why didn't you say anything to Meg? Why are you only saying you are constantly arguing with Cardi?
Right.
And I honestly feel like you only argue with Cardi because you are out here chasing clout.
Yeah,
that's it. What are you promoting, Candace? You must have something going on that you want to promote.
She had her show coming out. That's the next day. Her show. She was like, "My show is trending." Well, honey, your show is trending because your show is called Candace. Candace, you said something stupid, so you're trending, not your show. Because I can tell you, we're not watching it.
No, we don't give a damn.
I'm sure the
about
only
you.
people that follow you, because even the people I saw that follow her, I'm like, I'm hoping you're only following her because you know she says nonsense and you need entertainment, not because you agree with her views. Because if so, I'm going to question you.
Correct.
Because she is entertaining in her dumbness, but I can watch other things to entertain me.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't understand the purpose of it. So, like, stop having these celebrities be your babysitters for your children. If you don't like your kids watching that stuff, turn it off. Plain and simple. The song was great. I loved it. It is what it is.
I agree.
And the performance was toned down. Like we had said before, you can't make that song into a Kids Bop song. You can't make that song any less clean than what it is, or it would just be her just moving her head to the
it's not a kid song
at all.
Just don't let your kids listen to that. Like 7-year-old me, I heard Pony. Genuine was singing. I wasn't about to listen to that.
No.
Because,
But then also at 7-year-olds listening, we had no clue. I thought it was literally about a horse. I didn't know nobody was what it really meant. Now, as I got older, I was like, oh, okay. But that's you assuming that children are always going to think the total opposite and going to go it completely extreme. And they're just like, what? They're probably like, what's up? What? They probably Whopper. I don't know what they thought.
Correct.
But they're not sitting here like, what is that? Because my child doesn't know what it is.
No.
She hasn't even heard the edited version.
No, it's not.
It's not
for children.
Yeah. Now, when you get older, you be like, Mom, that's what you was listening to, and I knew every word.
And that's my business.
Mind yours. Like it is, but like that's when parenting kicks in.
I agree.
I don't know Cardi. She don't know my child.
Yeah.
The end.
And remember, I guess a few months ago when it was playing, I guess she was listening to it, and then her daughter came in the room, and she turned it off, and everyone was like, "Well, if your daughter can't listen to it, then why would our kids?" You ask yourself why would your kids be allowed to listen to it? Are you crazy?
People
it's warped. That's
weird.
Because no one wants to take accountability. Right. Like accountability. Be accountable for your own children. No one else is. The internet is not in charge of raising your kids.
No. And
period,
then
point blank.
The lady that reacts to the video, she went on and started crying. And I just remember now, she was like, I just want to tell my truth. Your truth about what? Like, what? Again, clout. You just knew if I said Cardi B, WAP, Grammys, those are 3 trigger words, your video is going to skyrocket. It got you on the Shade Room, but you had that video had the most comments, but not what you thought.
I can't.
Like, you want to tell your truth about listening to a video? Watching a video on the Grammys, that's your truth? She's like, I just want to tell the truth. I laughed. I was like, Mama, you're not getting my view. I'm not letting this sit on here for 3 seconds.
No. And on top of that, where was the outrage when Britney was kissing Madonna?
None.
I don't have time. Because honestly, that's way more vulgar than Cardi and Meg. Y'all gotta chill.
Yeah.
It's not that serious.
All right. See, I get worked up sometimes.
You do.
People just, it's just
angry.
like, y'all are stupid. It's just common sense is not common. I'm just learning that as I get older. Like, y'all just stupid. All right. And our last one, Uncle Joey falling up the steps of Air Force One.
Yeah.
I have my thoughts on it, but I'll let you go first because maybe I shouldn't say what I was saying.
Joe, what? Are you okay? What's going on, Joe? I need to know. Is everything okay? You good? But I mean, he got to the top and then he saluted. But I was like, what the? Like, what the?
Forget the last 3 times you stumbled to get up there. And there was Jill. Jill was like,
Jill was shaking her head.
I left you for the day to go where you had to go.
Jill was probably at the bottom shaking her head like, sir, don't embarrass the family out here like this.
Yeah.
They already be talking about you being old and then you just going to trip up the stairs 3 times.
Not once, not twice, 3 times. And I don't like seeing elderly people hurt. I don't like seeing people who have like some type of stature fall. Yeah. But I also didn't get my STEMI yet. So I would hate to think that you tripped over my STEMI. So while you were down there, did you see my bank account? Like, oh, there it is. Maybe you stumbled over that. I was like, I'm just trying to look for their money. Because I don't want to say I laughed, but I was just like, that's the same day I realized I didn't get my money. And I wasn't feeling any type of way. I was just like, oh, you fell.
I laughed my ass off.
I did.
I'm sorry. I usually
Glad
try not to laugh, but you got back. The rule of thumb is if someone falls and they don't get hurt, it's okay to laugh. That's the black rule.
And I felt like we bonded because do you fall up the steps?
No.
I fall up the steps.
I can't. No, I have fallen down.
I fall down. I fall up. I missed 3. I'm now that person.
I wish she was lying.
I count my steps as I go, so I know, like, oh, there's 13 steps. I need to account for every single one. I'm going to be the elderly person. It's like, did my life alert come in yet?
She gonna need it. She gonna need it.
I'm so clumsy. So I get it. I felt closer to him, but then also I was like, my Semi ain't there. So maybe I'll watch the video once like it hits my account and they be like, oh, Uncle Joe.
I told y'all I got mine. I'm out here twerking for Birkin, okay?
I must not twerked hard enough where I'm not that good at it because my money was not there.
Those videos have been cracking me up.
They were funny when it was to other people. I don't laugh anymore at those videos. I'm like, I get it. Like, where's my money? Thank God I don't need it.
That's true.
Because I've been really pissed. But now it's just like, yo, I had plans for this money that I didn't need. And I was, like,
even if it's just to sit in my account and look pretty.
To look pretty. When you have money in your account and it don't look like the other weeks, it's like, oh, we not living paycheck.
You be feeling good.
Am I in a whole different tax bracket now? I'm like, who is she?
I was like, let me order crab du jour.
Here I am talking about everybody. Not a damn crab leg in the sea. And I was going to be one of them people like, can I have extra butter me? Extra.
Yes.
I deserve
my pinky up.
My stimulus hit. Yes, it did. Now, like, nope, we having sandwiches. I'm not missing nothing. I still feel like I was shorted. So hopefully by the next episode, something changed. If not, Joe, you fell.
Stop. Not the elders.
Sorry. No.
Not the elders.
Not the representation of the elder. Y'all, check on your elderly. Check on the elderly.
Please do. It's okay. It's okay. They're going to be all right. So we pulling up?
We pulling up.
Okay. So our pull-up topic of the week is common misconceptions.
Yes.
So I think we're going to start by talking about misconceptions, stereotypes, and then we're going to ease y'all into it, okay?
Yeah.
So what's one common misconception, stereotype that you want to throw out there? Just so people can understand. I mean, hopefully y'all know what misconceptions are.
Yeah.
But we want to give y'all some examples.
As we tell you every episode,
along.
do your Googles.
Correct.
Misconceptions is a synonym for like a stereotype.
Yeah.
Okay. So not all Black people know how to play spades.
I
was going to bring the usual ones. I was going to bring the usual ones, but we were on the other podcast and I was like, all right, I need to address this. Okay. So I don't know how to play spades. Judge your mom. I learned how to play in biology class 1 year, senior year for a few classes. And then I was really good at this. Some might say, shouldn't you been learning biology? No. The year was over. Senior year, I'm not paying attention. So yes, did it. I forget now. I haven't had a reason to. When I go to game night now, and I'm very competitive. So when I go to game night, we're playing Taboo. Or we're playing something else that requires my attention more than did I cut you?
Yeah, don't cut nobody.
Apparently that's bad.
Don't be underbidden either. Yeah, and honestly, I'm sorry. Like, if you don't know how to play spades, I would rather know that up front because I would like our friendship to remain intact.
Yeah.
And if you're out here making the team look crazy and you underbid and we're out here looking silly, I don't want to talk anymore. Well, the night's over.
I can't play spades. I'm sure I'm a quick learner. So if anybody wants to teach me and not judge me and yell at me when I don't understand initially, I'm open to the teaching. But I'm telling you now, once I do learn, I'm going to win.
It's over for you.
It's over for you. I was going to say it's over for you hoes, but it's over for you guys. So I don't know how to play spades. Not all Black people do. I understand why it's very serious. But guys, for us that do not know, don't judge us because there's other things that make us Black that's just not wrapped around cards. But I get why it's important.
That is true. It's important to the Black culture, cookouts, barbecues. But we can have some tutorials with the kids.
Thank you.
So that it doesn't get embarrassing. That's fine. That's
Appreciate
fine.
it. Yeah, make it look like the kids have to learn. Not me. I don't know. What about you?
So let's see. Not all Black girls know how to do hair. Maybe specifically braid. Because I'm just learning, and it's only because I have a daughter. If I didn't have a daughter, I would not do hair. I hate doing hair, as a matter of fact. I don't like doing my own hair, which is why it's up, okay? Because until someone else does this, it's going to remain like this because I don't have time. I don't care. I like my hair to look nice. I don't want to be the one to put the effort in to do it.
Yeah.
And also, I guess the other part of that is not all Black women like weave. That's not a thing. And I can appreciate the ladies who like bundles and wigs. It's not my jam.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing a wig. Especially, like, not to come for nobody, but them wiggy ass wigs y'all be wearing with all the baby hairs in the middle of your head. Acting like we don't see the nylon.
Yeah,
we see you. You ain't low. We see you.
Your wig is though. Put that on back.
Like, I'm with it. The braids, the faux locks, the twists, all that. Yeah. All of that. Yep. First of all, these twists out here looking fine. Okay.
Lee does my hair. Love her. Delaware. Shout her out.
But yeah, I don't do weave. I don't do wigs. That's not my jam.
It's a lot. So like when we did the photos, I had like the crush. It was just a lot. Like you were like, you took it out. It's too much for me. I want to be able to rub my scalp by myself without trying to figure out where it's at. And I'm definitely with you with the whole doing black hair. Like I literally, when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, dear God, a boy. And not for the reasons you think like, oh, a mama's boy. It was like, I don't want to have to do anybody's hair. Hair and attitude was the reasons why I did not want a girl.
Girl, I can't imagine. Like, how did my mom do 3? How did you do 3 heads?
Wild.
I would cry. I don't even want to do 1.
No. And then like do you know who your mom is? Like, yes, I see that you want this hairstyle. It's cute. I love Pinterest. But Pinterest sometimes is the devil when it comes to kids' hairstyles. I don't know how to do that. I'm like, you see that? Anything with straight parts, I got you. The parts are not going to be straight, but they're going to be straight-ish. Okay? So don't do anything that has me connecting this braid to that braid. I just learned how to do some of this during the pandemic.
Correct.
Out of necessity, and you're getting too old. And then when she stopped wanting barrettes, I was clueless. What do you want me to do?
They don't want no barrettes, no beads, no puffs.
Sis, I got barrettes and bows. What do you want? Like, Therese, what do you want from me? I can't do any of this. So it's like, yeah. So those are definitely big. Black people don't like chicken. We do.
I mean, I love chicken.
A lot of black people like chicken, but don't come up to me and assume.
Yes.
I made fried chicken.
Yeah, don't play with me because I'm going to assume it's unseasoned.
Yeah.
So if we're making assumptions here, let's go ahead.
Salt and pepper is not seasoning your chicken. I'm assuming you didn't wash it and your cat don't roll across the the counter while you was doing it. Yeah, misconceptions. I'm trying to think. Is there any misconceptions just like as women?
Yes.
Outside of black women. As women, there's tons of misconception. No, I'm not Susie Homemaker.
No, I'm not angry.
No, I'm not angry.
No, I'm not angry.
Unless provoked.
Woman. Yes.
That's where it is. I'm not waking up ready to fight every day on purpose.
Geminis are not all crazy. Let me just go. Geminis are not all crazy. Let me say that again.
True. Ish. My Gemini friend is not crazy.
Just saying.
Some Geminis are. Not all Cancers are sensitive. Some Cancers are. Not I.
That's
you
true.
Think you're going to get tears from me when you say something.
You're going to be looking silly and stupid.
I'm going to be like, oh. I made y'all what have we said last week, sweetie? Take care. You got the wrong Cancer.
Deuces.
Bye. I was ready about 2 Virgos. Play yourself.
Yeah.
Heartless over here.
Icebox. Okay.
Yeah.
Maria.
I'm not going to do it. No. I have no rhythm.
We like you.
I have rhythm. That is not a misconception. Most black people have rhythm.
That is, yeah, that's true. I had to find my inner rhythm.
It takes a lot.
I feel like as a kid, I was like Stephanie Tanner, man. I ain't had no rhythm. It was sad. Even though Stephanie did have a little rhythm.
She did.
I used to be like, why can't I dance like Stephanie?
I never said that. So can we pick up with that? Not all black girls know how to twerk.
Yeah, I don't know how to twerk.
I want to so bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know if it's the hip to thigh to behind ratio. Like, it's there. It should be able to do it.
Mine ain't there. It's non-existent. Okay.
God gave her other assets, okay? Don't have her out here thinking that she's just walking around here like this, okay? No. Play yourself. So that's not it. She has other means to dance and entertain. Not me. So the one thing that I should be able to do, because that's the only literal asset that God gave me, I can't do it. So if there's a class.
Oh, yeah. Once the world opens back up, there's classes in Philly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking one because I can do it. Just doesn't look as cute. Like I'm literally trying to be Meg out here.
Facts.
And it's not working. Like it's something's happening, but it's not what I want to happen. I don't know if it's I'm like, yo, I'm a perfectionist in a way when it comes to things. Again, I'm sensitive about my shit. I want it to come out right.
What's that cartoon, Louise from Bob's Burgers? That's me.
Like it's too it's like a never-ending back.
Yeah.
But there's something. Why are you? I've been sitting there talking like, why are you not moving? Like, do I need to not work out as much? Am I doing too much squats? What is going on? I'm doing squats for this reason.
I know. And nothing is
working.
So if someone wants to teach us, we're available.
Yeah, come on the podcast and give some tips on how to twerk and move parts that need to mark. My thighs don't help. I'm about to go into like a whole self-deprecating. Like it's not working.
Just help.
So help us, give us tips, because I feel like we're not the only ones suffering from the lack of twerkization.
Yeah, and we don't want to suffer in silence anymore. No,
I'm with it.
We're being vulnerable here,
right? Judge your mom. And if y'all repeat this, I know where you got it from. I really want to learn. Did you ever? This is so weird. When you were younger, did you ever practice dancing like with the wall, like when you had the school dance?
Yes.
Okay, because I did too.
Yeah, because you have to know, like, is this gonna go right? But then when you use a real person, it's different.
It's different,
and I'm short, so like where I'm at, where you're at, the parts are supposed to mesh. If they don't, like, it's just.
See what I'm saying. So caveat to it. Have you ever, as an adult, practiced?
Absolutely not.
So, safe space. Really correct. Safe space. Like, literally, like, because, I don't really go out like that. So I'm like, I don't think I know how to dance anymore. So the one wedding we went to before we went,
I can't.
I practiced on the wall to see if I still have rhythm.
Lord.
And I did. But again, dancing with someone is like, wait, so am I a bad dancer? You're a good dancer, or are you a good dancer and I'm a bad dancer? Somebody needs to tell me. I saw a video, I was like, oh, it's me.
No, it's not you, friend. We gonna get this together.
Something's not working. Outside needs to work.
Yeah.
Open up.
Outside, please open up before my friend loses all her rhythm.
Oh,
because
it's not being
boom,
used.
Boom, cat. Boom, boom, cat.
But again, in my head, I'm like, yes, move. You're going. All right. The song changes up. I'm like, this is not a boom, boom, cat song.
You gotta find your song.
But when the 9/9s, I got that one. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, I got this one. I grew up on this one.
Maybe it's because now we listen to a lot of trap music. So maybe that's the difference when we go out. Maybe
do.
Oh yeah. I mean, trap music is my shit. So there's this one time that we went out to Philly, and I remember the place was kind of like, it was kind of dry. Okay?
Yeah.
And then we were walking the streets, and then all of a sudden, far, far away, I heard little nigga, but I'm lion-hearted. And I was like,
she was like, Meek! You know how Rachel used to get a vision? She would just stop. She was just like, is this the bat signal? We go this way.
And I'm like, oh, that's where I want to go. That's where I want to go.
And that's where we should have went.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Yeah, because what are we doing? I don't want to listen. Like, I love listening to a little Taylor, but
not all the whole time.
I will listen, yeah. But the whole time, I don't want to rave. I don't want to Jersey Shore. I don't want to fist pump. I want to hear trap music. Yeah. I just need it. It feeds my soul.
It does.
I be feeling good.
You are the expert in that. That's why I think, again, I don't know if I listen too much R&B and I should be slow dancing through my life. Exactly. That's how I feel.
That's probably why.
Because when R&B comes, I'm like, oh, my boy.
I know. She be over here vibing. I'm like,
I do. I just
like, this is cute.
With her headphones on, listening to like vinyl, like an old lady laying on the floor, like, my life is in this song right here.
And I'm over here trapping out the band.
Right. Like, see, when we did the women empowerment, I said, oh, she got Rita on here. My soul has been cleanse.
Gotta balance it.
Yeah.
So y'all know when
Tears
y'all
fall
see
to
these
my
posts,
who
it
if
was.
it's trap music, Shanice posted. If it's some shit that came out in 1970, it probably was me.
Lil Sade. Lil
Cherish the day.
A little Janae and Aiko.
No,
If she feeling new age.
Yeah. Division's my new one. I've been listening because he did the again, it's you gotta choose what songs you want kids to play.
Yeah.
Because he did So Anxious. He sampled So Anxious, but he said Too Deep. I said, wait.
Oh.
Probably shouldn't listen to the song just because of what 2 words told me to, but now I'm intrigued. So listen to it. I'm like, oh, this is a good song. Repeats. And it was on the love thing. I'm like, this is not a song about love, but it's a topic I love. So
you know
we're gonna come in.
Live the best life.
They gonna be listening to this episode like, what is wrong with
Exactly. It's okay. Maybe it's the water. I don't know. It's the water.
Fire water.
So when we talk about misconceptions, what do you think are some misconceptions that people have about you personally, like when they first meet you?
Okay, so we did this poll long before we even knew we were going to do this episode, and it was like, what is it? I ain't never seen 2 calm best friends. One of them got to have anger issues, and we asked, which one do you think has the anger issues? For the longest time, it was 100% me, and I was like, what? The hell? Like, really? And then the final result was 63% me, I have the anger issues, and 37% Shanice. And the messed up part was it was people that knew me, that knew I don't have any anger issues, and you still chose me. But I really think, and I get this all the time when people be like, oh, I thought you were going to be an asshole. I thought you were going to be a bitch because of your face.
Yeah.
Again, from episode 1.
Serious RBF.
My face.
That's true.
That's the biggest misconception, that I'm mean. And I'm like, I can be mean, but when provoked. I don't just wake up gangbanging on bacon and like pissed off with everybody and just have a screwed up face. Again, if my face is looking distraught or pissed off, I'm probably thinking about breakfast. I'm literally thinking like, oh, I'm sleepy. Did I leave my flat iron on? Like, oh, I think Married at First Sight comes on tonight. Like it's like all these things that are going on in my head, and I'm just probably confusing myself, and that's why my face looks screwed up. So that's the biggest misconception. I would like to think I'm not the one with anger issues, but if I am, so what? When you see me in public, talk to me about it. And then you'll really see who has the anger issues. It's probably going to say things like that.
That is probably why. And you do have RBF.
I do.
We can't even lie about that.
I accept it.
But you want to know what? It is funny. So I think that the common misconception for me is that I tell people that I'm shy and no one believes me. But I am very shy. I just had to overcome it because it's partly job, right?
Yeah.
Like when you want to move up the corporate ladder,
Yeah.
you have to be outgoing. You have to be engaging
Yeah.
for other people to like feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Right.
Regardless of if you feel like it's right or not, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And then, I mean, in general, I am a nice person, but I am nice like surface level. I probably am way more mean than Jen. People just think that I'm joking because I smile.
She's
a
smiling.
lot. Yeah, I'm smiling when I say
you
it.
have to worry
but
about.
really, no, I'm dead ass.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not playing. And it can go 0 to 100. Ha ha ha! We're kidding, and now we're not. And now it's serious. And now I'm like, Jen, what's about to happen?
And I'm like, y'all started it. I told you. It's not like y'all don't know. Or I'm like, hey guys, I don't like confrontation. Can we come? Let's go. Let's leave. But I got you if it needs to get to that level. Like, let's let it be known.
Yeah.
She get mad. I'm going to come confuse the situation, but best believe it's going to be both of us.
And it's just
it is what it is. Like I said.
And I think that because of our delivery, right? So people are just looking at the surface. They're seeing that you're not smiling. I am smiling. So you must be the mean one. I must be the nice one. Little do y'all know.
That's a nice little party trick.
Yeah. Surprise!
Got to. Now she about to whoop your ass. And now I'm going to be like, okay.
Here we go again. And that's why I'm not allowed to drink vodka. That's also a thing.
That is why she is not allowed to drink vodka. And it makes me sad because I miss it so much. But I detox with it.
I know.
I have no one else to drink it with.
It just makes me so angry, and I don't know why.
No.
It's not fun.
Have you ever had to lift a whole human? It's not easy, especially when they're mad. Oh, no vodka.
We stick to tequila.
Yes.
And it's fine.
And we go to safe spaces that we know people won't try us.
Yes.
Or her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need. I think that is probably the biggest misconception, though. Yeah. And I think that is a prime example of why you cannot judge a book by its cover.
Absolutely.
And I think that happens in general. It happens in personal life. It happens in professional life. Mm-hmm. Even at work, when we talk about the angry Black woman stereotype.
Right.
Because you're not smiley, it doesn't mean that you're angry. It doesn't mean that you're mean. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that you're unapproachable. And people will try to label you with all of those things. And you guys are way off target. Yeah. You're way off target. And that's just not the case. But how do you curve people's misconceptions about you? Or do you just let them think whatever they're going to think? Or do you try to help them understand, like, that's not actually me. Right. This is the true me.
I think professionally, I try to curb it because I want to be successful. And I know off bat, people are going to assume things. Not so much RBF, because especially now virtually, people don't really see me where I was before. People didn't really interact with me. But now going off of, you're seeing a screen, you see a name and that's it. And in the environment where people say slick stuff sometimes, I had to put a picture up and then it's like, oh, now you know that I'm a Black woman. They treat you a little bit differently in email, just through text. And I'd be like, all right, you got that one.
Yep.
But now when we talk verbally, I'm really going to throw you off because then it's called code switching. Hi, how are you? Oh, this weather is swell. I love it. So, and I don't say half this word, but you're going to think that coming into it, you thought I was going to be either quiet and not say anything, or you thought I was going to be aggressive and I'm going to meet you directly in the middle. Mm-hmm. I'm going to use my whole thesaurus and say a whole bunch of words where you're going to be like, wait, what the heck did she say? I'm going to make sure that, and then even like when you're doing work, you got to make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's and everything makes sense. So I'm not going to give you an excuse to question anything. Now, personally, I don't care what you think of me.
Yep.
I say it all the time. My mom gets me like, you should care. I don't care. Because even if I try to prove you wrong, you're still going to have your initial thought.
Exactly.
And I don't care. Have your initial thought. I hope I dispel everything you think of. But at that point, you're now in your own category, in your own little box of how I see you. I don't care what you think about me.
Yep.
I'm going to keep it moving. My day does not stop because you thought I was a bitch. Eventually I'll get there because now I'm pissed off with you. But that's how salty you are. And people miss out on connections that way.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That is a really, really good point. And honestly, I think that I echo that entire sentiment. At work, you don't have a choice but to play nice. I'm paid to be here.
Right.
So I'm going to do what I have to do to make it worth my while. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to just allow you to think that I am this certain way, especially if I'm not, because it's just not fair. It's not fair to me.
Right.
And I'm not going to let one or two people's negative perception of me dictate everything else to everyone else and stop my trajectory. I'm just not going to do that. Right. So we're going to go ahead and dispel any myths or misconceptions that you have there. But you're right. Personally, I don't care. Like, you can choke on it. It doesn't matter to me. We don't have to be friends. Mm-hmm. You don't have to like me. I don't have to like you. I probably already don't. So that's it. There's too many positive people in the world who are doing things for the betterment of myself, themselves, other people, for me to be worried about negative Nancy's.
Right.
I don't like that. And I just think that you're right. You're going to miss out on a great connection with great people holding that kind of energy.
Yeah.
Like, stop thinking, like, there's this other reel that I keep seeing. And it's like, oh, everybody says, I think I'm cute. And it's like, do you think I'm cute?
Right.
Or like, right. No, you think I'm cute.
Cute.
Is really what the problem is. Yeah. And that's a misconception. Like, oh, she looks this way, so she must be high maintenance. Right. Or she must be this.
Oh,
or she must be that.
That's another one, yes.
And sometimes you're right. Maybe I am high maintenance. I deserve all the nice things.
People like high. What is the definition of high maintenance?
I would love to know.
Is it because I have standards?
Correct.
Is it because I have boundaries? Is it because I like things, that I paid for? What is it? Is it because you wish to obtain the level of things that I have or I have done that now you're thinking I'm above you and above myself. No. And I can't stand that. People like, I cannot stand it. And most of the time it's men saying, oh, you're so high maintenance. I've never heard a woman say you're high maintenance. Well, no one said it to me.
No.
So what makes me be high maintenance? Like, that's not you. And you say like, oh, you're so high maintenance. Ha ha. I'm not laughing.
No, it's not funny.
It's not funny at all. It's disrespectful.
Just because I don't want your bottom of the barrel pick. No, I don't do that.
And then it's like, and what gets me is like, because I think another misconception for me is because I go to church, people don't think, like with the whole Kirk Franklin thing, I won't cuss somebody out. I will. And my face gets me. I will. Even in like people, like I've had people in church like, you're so high maintenance. And I just look at them like, what do you mean? What's high maintenance? I'll look at what seems high maintenance, because I come put together, because I like to dress appropriate. Well, not appropriate. I don't care. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. Dress a certain way, act a certain way. What about me says that I'm high maintenance? You don't know me from a can and paint except for every Sunday.
Right. And here you go putting something on me. And that's the other thing about misconceptions. You are literally putting something on someone's name.
Right.
And what gives you that right? Why? We all make snap judgment assumptions. Exactly. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not a human thing to do. Yeah, I, of course, do it too.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just how you apply that assumption and how far you take it.
Exactly.
And when you go ahead and act on it and treat people differently because of it, that's when it becomes problematic.
Exactly.
It's just not fair to do. And I think that that's one of those things too, that I try to make sure, not even to do with the kids.
Yeah.
I don't want to put my perception on them if that's not actually how they are, because if you keep saying that over and over and over again, and they keep hearing it over and over and over again, you don't know how that shapes them as a human.
Exactly.
How do you think it shapes people as a human when you're constantly telling Black women they're angry, they're this, they're that, or you're worried about how someone's dressing? And, and for you, I know you're talking about being appropriate for work, but what if someone just sees my pictures and they're like, oh, she's scantily clad? I might be. And that's my business.
That's my business.
That's my business. I'm going to wear what I want because no one is in charge of me. And that's it. And that's all. But that doesn't change me as a person. That doesn't mean I'm any less modest. No. That doesn't mean that anyone should just be talking to me any kind of way. That doesn't mean that you can just approach me any kind of way, because you will get your feelings hurt.
Yeah. And not to mention, you don't know where that person was mentally when you're saying those things. Like, what if it took me a lot to post that picture because I have body image issues? And now you're already saying, well, look at you thinking that you're all this and that. Well, actually, you don't know that it was like really hard for me to post this picture, and I picked this picture apart 20 million times, but now you're adding on top of it. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Like, people need to realize that their words have power, even though you shouldn't give people that power. Again, we're human.
Yes.
And that's the part that's like, and then it's like, why do you feel the need, even with people telling you their misconceptions? I thought you were going to act like this. What is this supposed to solve now?
Right. What was the point in saying
What's the point in me telling me this? Like, because now I'm looking at you like, okay.
Like, the Waka. I mean, I wish in real life we could insert GIFs, because I want to be like that Waka Flocka GIF. Like,
right. Like, now where do we go from this? You tell me, because now you felt like you needed to tell me how you thought I was. Right. Because clearly I didn't care how I thought you was. I gave you that open chance to learn who you were. Now where do we go from here? Yes. Now that you learned I'm not this person, now what do you want to do with it? Because I don't want to do nothing with you anymore.
And thank you for your unsolicited advice.
Bye. Like, it's just, it boggles my mind that people think that we care. And some people do. But you have to be careful with those people that care. Yes. You get the right ones sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you can actually have an effect on them. Just not over here.
Just not over here. Like, we tell y'all all the time in the episodes, play yourself, don't play with us. But that's for a reason. Because it's like, you have entitlement to say what you want to say and say your opinion. But understand there's repercussions to it if somebody doesn't receive it in the way that you meant to. Intent is cute. Intent is great.
Yep.
But no one's always going to receive what you're saying and think, oh, well, they intended to say this.
Absolutely.
So misconceptions and stereotypes happen. Just like how we said, we're going to assume that all white people don't season their chicken and y'all put raisins in your potato salad. We know that's a fact that some do, but not all do.
Right.
So understand that you have to recognize when you're right and when you're wrong. There's plenty of times where we'll say like, oh, I didn't think they were going to be like that. Dang, we judged that.
Exactly.
Like, and then, but it's like, did you recognize that? I didn't feel the need to go tell that person, yo, I thought you were going to be whack.
Exactly.
You shocked me. No, I would just be like, yo, we got chill.
Yep. I'm like, damn, we got to stop being vain.
Yeah. But that's life lessons, and you have to see growth in it. You have to change mindset. Like, again, what sparked this conversation is when we see things on social media. We saw Aisha Curry post a picture of her just in a picture. We don't know if she was nude 100% or whatever, but she posted a beautiful picture. Right. She felt good in that moment. And everybody was like, well, remember you said in 2014, 2015,
grow up.
Women should not be showing their skin. Da-da-da-da-da. Number one, her husband picked that picture and said, post it. This one's fire.
Right.
Again, I'm married. I don't, if I was, I'm married. Okay. Let me go for it. I'm married. My husband's cool with it. I'm cool with it.
And that's all.
The end. Why do y'all feel the need to remind her what she said in 2015? Can people not grow?
They can't.
Can people not change their mind? Can people not just be like, you know what? I was a little extra then.
Right.
I'm not that person no more. Maybe something was going on with me at that time.
Yep.
I need to change my perspective of it. Why do we hold people to such hard constraints of like, this is what you said. This is what you have to be. This is how I thought you were. The end.
I know. People do it all the time. And I think that too, sometimes people forget when because I mean, Steph Curry and Aisha are still fairly young. They're our age.
They're 33.
They're not old.
33.
So in 2015, that was a while ago.
Yeah. You're
fresh out of your parents' house. You're kind of still doing in your 20s sometimes what you think is socially acceptable.
Exactly.
And what people tell you a wife is supposed to do. But there's no handbook. Everyone's relationship is different. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's how she felt at the time. Like, oh, let me be modest. Let me be humble. Let me not show my body. You don't know why she felt that way or maybe what her insecurities were.
Right.
Now she feels how she feels. She's changing it. And if she wants to post her picture and her husband is okay with it, who are you to judge? Mm-hmm. It's not your business. Worry about your own fupa. And cellulite. Worry about that.
Like, stay in your fupa. Stay in your cellulite. Yeah, that's a teacher. Stay in your fupa. Okay? Work whatever you have to work out over there.
Yeah.
And mind your business. And that's her husband co-signer. She don't need another co-signer.
No.
Mind your business. So, in conclusion, y'all chill out.
Yeah.
Misconceptions aren't cute.
Mm-mm. They're
Get
hurtful.
to know people. They're hurtful. Get to know people before you just write them off. And keep your mouth shut. If you were wrong, you were wrong. Take it as a life lesson and move on.
Yep.
Right?
Facts. All of that. All of that.
All of it. In a pretty little bow. All right. Want to get newsy? Oh, another misconception. Our newsy. But y'all not helping us. Sometimes y'all don't help us with these misconceptions.
Sometimes y'all be a little goofy out here. Okay. So there was this girl. And she decided to go to Jamaica during the pandemic because, I mean, why not? Mm-hmm. Why not? Throw caution to the wind. So she went to Jamaica, came back, and of course, you have to do the test for some countries. I don't know about everyone, but at least Jamaica you do.
Right.
So they test her. She tests positive for COVID. Instead of just accepting those results and quarantining for the 14 days, she decided to show her black ass. Mm-hmm, she did. And lie about her COVID results in an effort to come back over here anyway.
And then she acted like she was like missing her kidnap or some crap too? Or
yeah. No, I think it's the same thing.
She did the most.
And then it came back, but then she came back and said that she never actually tried to act like she was being kidnapped. But it was a whole like nonsensical thing. Why are you always lying?
Right. Y'all are not helping us trying to dispel, like, again, stereotypes. They always think that black people are trying to get over, not trying to follow rules, not trying to do this. But then we see, like, because when you hear news, misconceptions, when you hear certain things, you're like, oh, they white.
Yeah.
Oh, they black.
DC sniper.
Oh, they.
Oh, we still shocked.
We don't do that. Like, it's still things like that where, so it's like hearing that, I'm like, who trying to get, that sound like, what, Karen?
Yeah, exactly. That sounds like Karen.
Kanisha, what we doing? We don't do that. Come on now. So yeah, it's just like follow the rules. COVID is real.
Yes.
If you had a quarantine, you knew that was a stipulation. Before you go, you have to submit a test. When you come back in the U.S. requires a test. Faking your disappearance. Did you really want to live that life of people not knowing where you're at? How does your family feel? Do you have kids? Are your kids okay? It's not worth it. Quarantine for the 14 days. Clearly, you were living your best life in Jamaica and you caught it. It is what it is. It's the risk of it.
The end.
The end. Okay?
The end.
See, we wrap this up.
And a pretty little bow.
And a pretty little bow of misconceptions. And why we say, don't stereotype us. But here's some crap that happens to be a stereotype. Stop it. Just stop everything.
Yes, please.
So what we not finna do today, we're not going to judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
We are not going to sit here and act like we are better than. However, if you are, it's okay. Just like last episode. Do not play people when it comes to telling them that they're high maintenance. It's a trigger. Okay.
It is.
When you go abroad and you test positive for COVID, stay the 14 days. You have a longer vacation. You're welcome. Okay. So, and at the end of the day, what you're not finna do is play us. Play us out. Okay. Until next week. Bye.
Bye.